everybody is aware in the CS and the CA fraternity and MBS that he is an excellent speaker. So I request Mr. Keswani to come and address the gathering. Sir, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's really my privilege and honor to be in front of this August gathering in the month of October. Among the industry captains and among those who are the great professionals of this great country, and equally honored to be sharing the dais with our very worthy and honorable chief guest today, Shri Chaudhary ji, whom I have also been very fortunate, just like Sharad, to have a first encounter with him, not exactly in terms of what you are thinking, but a very sweet and a knowledgeable encounter with him back in Shimla, and that was back 11 to 12 years. Thank you, sir. And equally, I feel very joyful to see a student whom I count as among my top 10, absolutely today taking charge and being the stalwart in the industry. I cannot express in words, but something has to be felt in your hearts and hearts. And I'm sure all of our worthy experienced people sitting here would appreciate what I'm about to say. For any teacher, the best to best moments or the best to best rewards is to see their student rise to a level which is absolutely a level to be called for, to which not only he or she feels proud as a teacher, but the type of contribution what he has made to the society is what is really a matter of pride for all of us. Today when I see Sharad as a role model, I feel extremely good. Because what in our country we see a lot of models. We see a lot of models. Every now and then you open this thing, TV or maybe papers and so forth, you'll find all those jumping and dancing and singing models. But that's not life. What exactly our country needs is a role model, like the ones who are present in this room and on the dais. That's what we care for. India as a country is a very unique country. Absolutely unique. Whenever I'm traveling by road, the best part about our great country is that every 50 kilometers, the gods change. The habits change. The language change. The thoughts change. And sometimes you wonder, are you in the same country? Or do you require a visa power after every 50 kilometers? No wonder we call upon our great country as, and we say and take with pride, that it is unity in diversity. What an idea, Sergi. What an idea, Sergi. I'm recalling this incidents, and that was good around, I think, 17 to 18 years back. And I was on my first state visit to Punjab. And Punjab, you know, Singh is king. Beautiful state and wonderful people. And my first program in the holy city, Amritsar. So as soon as I finished the program, just now like we had this high tea, so there was this high tea. So two of the participants who were there in the program, so they come to me and they say to me, "Sir, you are a very good speaker." You are a very good speaker. So मैंने कहा भाई वो it is not speaker, it is speaker. No. In Punjab, welcome to speaker. certain words, they have very distinctive and very lovable style. It is something like love at first sight. That was my impression when he said it from his heart. And you can really feel the, what I say, vibes. I'm sure you must have noticed, whenever you've been traveling in train or a plane or a bus or elsewhere, especially if you're not with the family, traveling alone. So sometimes it so happens that abhi aap baithe hi nahi. It was just a matter of few seconds and the body chemistry matches. And the next 4-5 hours, how the time passed away, we just did not know. But this also happens alternatively also, or in the opposite direction, na hum tumhe jaane, na tum hame jano. But in this case, it was love at absolutely first sight. Well, this encounter did not finish here. This is the volume 1 of that. Now here the volume 2. Very interesting. So, as soon as we introduced each other, he says, "Sir, if you don't mind, may I have your card, please?" And card, I mean this visiting card. I said, "Sure, sure." So from my purse, I took out my card. So you would not believe, after this incident, 17 years back, I've changed my card. Such was the impact of this experience which I'm about to quote in the next few seconds. So he says, "Sir, may I have your card, please?" I said, "Sure." So on my card, at that point of time, it was written my name, Suneel Keswani, and beneath it was written trainer. But I am. So as soon as I give this card to him, and after seeing this card, he says, "Acha, now I understand." And I was wondering, I don't know what he is understanding. He said, "Now I understand that you are in circus." You are in circus. Acha, 15-20 years back, circus was at its prime. Of course, these days it is not to be seen, but I'm talking about that many years back. Now imagine, you are giving a card to somebody, and the first comment which comes to you, that you are in a circus. Sir, you will not believe, मुझे तो जोर का झटका, नहीं धीरे से नहीं जोर. I mean, I had a striker in my heart of heart. Sir, virtually, for the next 10 to 15 seconds, I was absolutely something like what we used to play a game in the childhood, statue. And I'm not able to come out of that hallucination that what this guy has said, circus. But then after 15 seconds, I have this what is known as Nav Chetna. So Vaiguruji is great and Allah Ji is great, God is great. So after 15 seconds, I have this Nav Chetna and I say to him, "Ji haan, ye duniya bhi ek circus hi hai. This life itself is also a circus. So don't you feel that in this circus of life, we are playing our roles?" I'm sure many of you must have seen this yesteryear films, Anand. Late Shri Rajesh Khanna ji was there. There was this very famous dialogue कि हम इस रंगमंच की कठपुतलियां हैं जिसकी डोर ऊपर वाले के हाथ बंधी है, वो जब चाहे जिस समय चाहे उसको खींच सकता है. And that's true. And that's true. Sir, we all in the circus of life, we are playing our role. Sir, somebody is playing the role of a husband, somebody is playing the role of a wife, somebody a parent, somebody a son, somebody a daughter, maybe a brother, maybe a sister, maybe a passenger. In the office, maybe a junior, maybe a senior, maybe a mentor. At present, sitting here, what role you are playing? Sochi. What role you are playing? Absolutely a good listener, a great listener, or I'll put it in a better word, a great student. Sir, kitna acha lagta hai, how good it is and how good it sounds to be a student. Sir, at present, like Chaudhary Sahib and Sir, maybe we are speaking and we have spoken. But in hearts of heart, I love to be a student जब तक है जान, जब तक है जान. Today I am 50 plus and still a not out batsman. So I must be strong in batting. I don't know about the century, but definitely half century is over. बात अभी निकली स्टूडेंटशिप पे. I had this brilliant idea a few months back. My esteemed wife is sitting here, she knows that. I decided that I need to pursue a degree in education. The fact that for the past 3 decades I have been into the field of training and development and education, but somehow apart from the management qualifications, I was not having this qualification. Not that I have to seek a job that I have to show that somewhere, but it's a matter of great choice and something what Maslow taught us many years back, actualization. So I registered in one of the very premier university, which is known as IGNOU. Sure, our worthy audience may have heard about it, Indira Gandhi National Open University. So last November, I registered in the course for MA in Education. Why I'm telling you, it will connect with you just now. So I registered myself in this course, MA in Education, and as soon as my esteemed wife came to know about this breaking news, so one of these days she says to me, I've heard from confirmed sources that you have registered for MA in Education. Is that right? I said, absolutely. Absolutely. She says, can you answer me or answer my one question? I say, एक से मेरा क्या होगा? आप और पूछिए. आप और पूछिए. नहीं, आज के लिए एक ही काफी है. And the very global question which any spouse tries to ask is to her partner, why now? Why now? I said, excuse me, please. Let's reframe the question. Why not now? No? Why not now? Sir, life is very easy. Life is very joyful. Life is very happy, provided you ask the right questions. It is only then that you get the right answers, as pointed out by our worthy chief guest, sir, that life is nothing else but that passion. Sir, once you love what you do and you do what you love, where is the question of being tired or retired? There is no question of being tired or retired. If you even ask me to continue this talk tonight, throughout the night, sir, in the morning also you will never find even a 1% depletion in my energy. And that's a wonderful thing, because I don't feel borrowed, or maybe I feel heavy to be here. On the contrary, it's a joyful experience, and that really rejuvenates you, and that is the cause of longevity in any person, and that is the cause of excellence in any person. But sir, all these roles which I just now pointed out, the role of a husband, wife, student, junior, senior, mentor, sir, each and every role demands excellence. जी हाँ, excellence. Not even single role you can ignore. You just cannot say that I'm an excellent professional, but I'm a very bad husband. I'm an excellent sister, but I'm not a good housewife. Or maybe I'm an excellent senior, but I've never been a good student. Sir ji, Madam ji, each and every role demands excellence. What a beautiful word to coin about. But sir, what is the first thought which goes to your mind when you hear the word excellence, or maybe pursuit of excellence? What's the first thing which goes in your mind? Singh sir? Anything which goes in your mind for the first time, excellence से आपसे क्या मतलब एकदम उभरता है आपके दिलो दिमाग में? Something great? Something great. Anything else which comes to your mind, sir? The first thought? Okay, then the first thing, first shot. Perfection. Perfection.
Or practicing perfection.
Or practicing perfection. Profession कहा आपने? Perfection. Practicing perfection. Maybe that greatness. Maybe to being outstanding, if not standing out. Outstanding, जी हाँ. Sir, excellence, if you go by the record, if you go by the background, is not an event. It is not an event. It's a way of life. It's a way of life. But many people you will come across in your profession or even otherwise in your relationship or otherwise. This is what my experience is. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Many places I have seen people spend their entire life in mediocrity. I feel very alarmed and I feel very sad and concerned. A life which could have been a life of significance, a life which could have been a life of excellence, people spend in mediocrity. So to be on an island of excellence surrounded by mediocrity, it's not easy. It's not easy because every now and then law of gravity pulls you down. Many a time लोग कहते हैं ओ की फर्क पैंदा है पंजाबी में फर्क हो दूंगा ओ की फर्क पैंदा है पर पंजाबी में एक और saying है बहुत फर्क पैंदा है बहुत फर्क पैंदा है. Sometimes I wonder that many people in this world are there who are just there to convert oxygen into carbon dioxide. That's not the aim. Our aim is not that because we have a date of birth and we are only waiting for date of expiry to happen. चलो समय बताने के लिए कोई करना काम कुछ आज तेरे नाम तो कर कुछ के नाम. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं. There is a purpose. Like all of our worldly audience and the industry captains are here, there is a purpose. There is a purpose. I'm recalling this incidents out of my last job which I was doing in the Times of India. And I was the designate head for this department, marketing of course. And we had these 2-3 assistants and this one assistant who was also our filing assistant and this thing typing assistant. So what happens on one of these Saturdays is that there was a lot of pile-up of filing which had happened over this week, though none of us had filed the files because we kept on referring to it then and we just kept on like that. So I thought let us utilize this Saturday to just clear those backlogs and things like that. अभी मैं सोच ही रहा था कि my boss gives me a call. Mr. Keswani, come over to my room. We need to discuss something about the next month plan. So I say to this my assistant, Mr. Verma ji, एक काम कीजिएगा. Just in the meanwhile, I'll just take half an hour to be with the boss, and I'll come back in half an hour to 45 minutes. In the meanwhile, ये जितनी भी जो files पड़ी है ना, इनको जरा proper filing कर दीजिएगा. Proper filing कर दीजिएगा. So is it no problem? आप होके आ जाओ, no problem. मैं filing कर दूंगा. ठीक, that's okay. I went to the boss. Now as soon as I entered the room of the boss, उनका शायद कोई phone call आ गया या कहीं किसी कोई client होगा. And after that, attending that phone call, he says, Mr. Keswani, I'm sorry that I called you, but I think I have to leave just now. There's an important call for some client, and I think I should be going now. So no problem. After lunch, we'll meet again for 30 minutes. In the meanwhile, you can continue with your. I said, no problem. So, and I am now enter the scene again back to Mr. Verma in my room. So I'm coming back after only 5-7 minutes, which Mr. Verma ji was not expecting because he was expecting that I will come back after 30 or 40 minutes. And what I see, Mr. Verma, not that he saw me because I was coming from his back, this guy, whatever files we had opened in this past 1 week, they were just closing it and ऐसे उठा के उनको ऐसे रखा था, ऐसे उठा के मतलब ऐसे रखा था, मतलब no system, मतलब as it is जैसे होता है ना, मतलब पूरा जो ढेर है, I mean that filing that he just picks it up and just push it in the rack. He just picks it up and just puts it in the rack. And I get very agitated. I told him for the filing and not just stacking. So I just knock him or sort of help him from the back. And like, Mr. Verma ji, sir, 30 minutes हो गए? 30 minutes? नहीं, हुए नहीं. That meeting got postponed. I just returned in 5 minutes. Mr. Verma ji, ये आप क्या कर रहे हैं? What are you doing? Sir, वो filing. Mr. Verma, excuse me. Can you do this filing with excellence? And as soon as I said this word, it sounded that for the first time in his life he has heard this word, excellence. He says, filing with excellence? I said, yeah. And he point out to me on my face, he says, I am not like you. He says, I am not like you. I said to Mr. Verma, change. You have 1 minute. I said to him, change. You have 1 minute. And I just see my watch and I just click the timer and he's confused. He said, no, 1 minute? Amaji, don't waste time. You already wasted 10 seconds. You already wasted 10 seconds. 10, 20. And after 30 seconds, he says, I can't change. After 30 seconds, he says, I can't change. I said, exactly. I know you cannot change in 1 minute. I very well know that. But at least, Mr. Verma ji, you can start the process of change. Ji haan. We can start the process of change towards excellence. Sir, life is very easy. Life is very simple. What it only requires is a correct decision. Life is just a decision away. Success is just a decision away. And that's what it is. वैसे अब तक जो मैं बातें बोल रहा हूँ आपको समझ आ रही? So can we have a big round of applause for all of us sitting here? Absolutely, sir. So that's wonderful, sir.